when freedom hangs in the balance. One voice refuses to be silenced. From the front lines of the information war, standing with patriots across this great nation. This is where the truth fights back. Welcome to the James Justice Show!
Heavenly Father, give us courage when it's dark and wisdom when things get tough. Help us stand up for what's right, protect others, and take care of the country we love. Keep us strong, together, and with you. Amen! Fight, fight, fight!
To the James Justice Show!
Ladies and gentlemen, today is July 28th, 2026. I'm your host, James Justice. We're going to be here for the next hour, ripping through these airwaves with some crazy topics, so let's go! Welcome back to the most patriotic venue in all the land. Make sure you're hitting that share button. Make sure you're smashing this thing out everywhere. We are in peril times right now. Our country is going through the ringer, and we're here to save the nation and recruit as many people as we can. So you're going to hit that share button. You're going to leave a like, comment, blast us out on every single platform, and make sure you head on over to the App Store and download America First Media and Television so we can avoid the censorship. I'm blocked on Facebook again for another week because I called one of these goblin-looking creatures a chicken nugget with hot dog skin, and now I'm in Facebook jail for another week. It's absolutely fabulous, you know. So now I got to shift over to my other platforms. But so if you don't see me and I'm a ghost on Facebook and you're wondering why I'm not commenting or posting anything, that's why. You can catch me on Instagram, True Social, YouTube, and all the other platforms, and on X. So head on over there and do that. So let's get into some local news real quick. We have auditors on Long Island called Amagansett Press. It's a father and son team that go around and they record, shopping district centers. Mainly that's their thing. They go to all the different cities and towns, and they just look at all the stores and video record it and talk to people along the way and have interactions and meet people. And once in a while, you get these psychos that like to flip out and throw tantrums because they don't want to be on camera, but they'll come marching right up to the camera, which makes no sense. But in these people's heads, it does. And let's check out this interaction he had where he had to hit somebody with a little bit of hot sauce. Let's roll it.
Let's go.
Try to block my path, I'm gonna move.
Let's go.
I'm sorry, what? I said if you try to block my path, I'm gonna fucking move you. Is that right?
Oh, so there might be a little delay, but it's all right.
What you got? Have a dog.
Because when I see how I recorded it.
You're gonna move this person. If she doesn't get the fuck out of my way, I'm gonna move both of you. I don't give a shit who she is.
Control this human.
I don't care who she is.
Let's
See how I
call the
keep stepping
police.
towards him?
Call
You
the
think I'm
police.
afraid of you, bro?
Call the police. Let's
Take
go.
your shit and go home.
Let's go.
Take your shit and go home. I will fucking drop you on the sidewalk.
Put that in your hand, you will.
Yes, I will.
Oh, wow. You're
Yep.
going to do it left-handed?
That's up to you to find out.
When?
Move the fuck out of my way.
Rosie, let's go.
Move out
Yo, and these guys are some of
of
the
my way.
nicest
Just be
people.
walking through.
It's
Get the
crazy.
fuck out of my... Listen here, piece of shit. You scumbag.
So now they start wrestling. Yeah, it's like a $10,000 camera rig. This guy's swinging around. Look, got him. He's gonna let go of that thing real quick. Got him. So anyway, head on over to YouTube, right? If you're on YouTube, go to Amagansett Press. That's the guy that you just saw, right? And then his son was the one recording it, and his channel is Watching the Watchman. Very, very informative videos and entertaining because some of these people have meltdowns, and it's crazy. People get locked up, and, these guys are very professional. They're very nice until you try to step on their toes and disrespect them, and you might catch the hot sauce if you get a little too close. So big shout-out to Amagansett Press and Watching the Watchman for, they're doing a great job out there. So I wish more people would conduct, First Amendment audits and be out there with cameras and talking to people and being nice and knowing your rights. And, you never know. You could get rich and famous like these guys. These guys are known all over the world because of, their successful audits and stuff. But, yeah, man. So we got Scott Lebedo. He seems to be a little pissed off right now, and I'm interested in what Scott has to say because usually when he comes up and puts out videos, it's something very important, and if he starts going off the rails on it, you know it's very important. So let's check this out and see what he's talking about.
And I had to pull over. I was going to wait till tomorrow to deliver this message. But I'm going to do it now. Because all you Monday morning quarterbacks follow every word that comes out of my mouth. And then you take it and you put it in your ingredients and deliver it.
You know it.
And that's all good and well. But I figured everybody's coming home from their beautiful Sunday, and I gotta let the cat out of the bag.
Go ahead, Scotty, tell him.
See, I like being the bad guy because I'm right. I also like being the good guy because I'm right. But I'm gonna make a shitload of fucking enemies now. You see, if this fucking mayor, who's best friends with all of these fucking terrorists, Hassan Piker, who said Americans deserve 9/11. This is the mayor.
Crazy.
And his fucking wife, who hate everything. If this fucking guy is allowed to show up at any, heed these fucking words, any 9/11 memorial service. That includes Ground Zero, Staten Island,
Yep.
where we lost more than any other county in America at 9/11, or any fucking where else. I will be there, not alone, with a shitload of motherfuckers.
I'll be one of them.
Not only fuck up that ceremony, but to embarrass and humiliate every one of you family members
Yep.
who allow that to happen.
Let's go.
I don't give a fuck how you come at me, what you call me. You're not my friend or my family member anymore. I don't give a fuck. If you allow this fucking jihad gypsy terrorist to show up at your family, your husband, that patriotic guy that you lost on 9/11, who's rolling over in his grave, thinking that this fucking cocksucker is gonna show up, I'm gonna be there for him and to humiliate you.
Yep.
Get that through all your motherfucking heads right now.
Yeah. Yo, we're right here, Scotty. All the frontline Patriots, we're going to be right there with you. I'll be out in the city on 9/11, so, yep, we're going to be linking up. So I hope this guy gets a nice boot from any event that goes on that's American in New York City because we've had enough of this crap. We're tired of the Islamic invasion. We're tired of just all the rhetoric that transpires from it. No more. You don't like America? Get the hell out of here. That's how we feel. America first, America only. We should only be looking out for the citizens, and that's it. And speaking of looking out for the citizens, something that we don't really like that's going on is the flock cameras. But the flock cameras are now graduating into something else, and I have a clip that's you're not gonna like it. Check this out. It's gonna be number 3.
To turn streetlights into smart ALPR and live streaming cameras. Without having to add a single pole in the ground, this partnership accelerates deployments and turns existing infrastructure into intelligent, interconnected tools for public safety.
Yay, public
now,
safety.
Streetlights can do more than light the street. They can protect it. We call this Axon Light Post. And to share more about this partnership, please welcome the CEO of Ubiquia, Ian Aaron.
Yeah, this is disgusting. They want to enslave us all, and now the same company that puts out the body cameras for the cops is getting involved with putting them in every light pole throughout our country. Get the hell out of here with this.
Thanks, Rick. So at Ubiquia, our mission is simple.
Yeah, let's hear
to
it.
make the world smarter, safer, and more connected.
Oh, sure.
We actually do that by leveraging the existing infrastructure that's already in the ground. That's 60 million streetlights in the U.S. and actually 450 million worldwide.
You see what's going
And we
on?
make them intelligent.
Yeah, you see what's
We
going on,
built
guys?
a reputation with more than 900 cities and utilities for turning ordinary streetlights into extraordinary tools for public safety.
Oh, keep us
Our
safe.
UV Hub platform is easy to install, simple to relocate, and built to scale, allowing police departments to deploy and expand their video and LPR capabilities quickly.
Yeah.
And today,
That's what we need.
we're excited to announce our collaboration with Axon Lightpost, creating together a powerful streetlight-based platform for video surveillance and LPR, all integrating seamlessly with Axon Fusus.
Yeah.
We believe this will be a game changer, giving law enforcement more eyes and real-time intelligence where they need it and when they need it. Here's a brief video to show you how we do it.
These people are psychotic, okay? Absolutely psychotic. So they got every single street light has a camera on it, can identify a vehicle, keep track of it, log it, all that stuff. All right? So this is happening right now under our noses, and nobody seems to care. I don't get it. You better get your head out of your asses, man, because the enslavement grid is coming. It's coming. It's here. They're retrofitting the light poles now, guys. It's not flock cameras that read license plates. It's not flock cameras that are, facial recognition and biometric technology that follow you and can track you wherever the hell you go. Now it's in every single light pole that when you try to walk around and do something. This is where we're at. So it's either get your head out of your asses, or I don't know what to tell you, man. You're gonna enslave us all. You can cut that off, but yeah, we're gonna all get enslaved out here because nobody's fighting this. No, the data centers. There's a little bit of uproar about it, and thank God it's spreading. Now the flock cameras are getting cut down everywhere, but these biometric cameras and these other high tech cameras, they're not going to be as easy to cut down. They're gonna put them up higher on bigger things, and they've been trying to get slick with it too. They've been putting these things on the back of speed zone cameras, right? Where it checks your speed, you come in, you see the sign flashing. They put them right on the back so it could get your speed and give you a ticket. So be aware of this. It's all coming down. We're going to jump into some more crazy news when we get back. We're going to take a quick break. We are live at the America First Warehouse. Share it out. Let's go.
Most people think they have options when searching for the best deals when they travel. But here's the shocking truth. 100% of the major travel agencies are owned by just two entities, Expedia and Booking Holdings. They claim to offer the lowest rates, but due to the hotel rate parity agreement, they all have the same pricing, limiting genuine competition. When you book through these sites, you act as your own travel agent, but the profits are going to organizations that don't support our patriot values. We cannot allow that to continue. So, we decided to make travel great again by starting a US-based travel membership platform, mypatriottravel.com. We are patriots helping patriots. Together, we can disrupt the travel industry by not spending our hard-earned dollars supporting the radical left. For just $29.99 per month, you gain access to true wholesale rates on travel, saving you on average 35% and up to 65%. Book as often as you like, with no limits. Keep your hard-earned dollars in your pocket and spend them on things you need and want to support. Go to mypatriottravel.com/TAFW and grab your membership today. mypatriottravel.com/TAFW, making travel great again.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today and be part of the movement.
I'm sure you guys remember the platinum single Justice for All with Donald Trump and the J6 Prison Choir. Well, get ready for round 2. We're coming out with Anthem of the Free with High Res and the J6 Prison Choir. It's coming out now. It's pre-sale until December 19th when it drops. Get yours on all platforms, Google Play, Apple iTunes. Get it. It's going to be hot.
Justice for all, our voices ring. The anthem of the free.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
Welcome back to the most patriotic venue in all the land, the America First Warehouse. If you don't know anything about this place, head on over to theamericafirstwarehouse.com and follow us on all social media platforms. You can see what this inside of this place looks like. Sometimes I do some behind-the-scenes videos, and it's absolutely epic. So if you haven't been here yet, make sure you book some tickets if you're in the tri-state area. And even if you're, all the way in California, book a flight. Come down here and come to one of our great venues because this place there's nothing like it on earth, trust me. And yeah, man, I got this beautiful mug right here, the America First Warehouse mug, and I got a great cup of coffee over here. We got Agara, and we got dark roast coffee. Make sure you get some of this stuff. You can see it sitting on the table right here. It is the best coffee you will ever taste. It gets you fired up in the morning, and if it's 6 p.m. at night and you're trying to stay up a little bit late, you drink one cup of this, and you are ready to take over the world. That's how this stuff is. So make sure you get some of this Agara coffee, and yeah, let's go. So let's get into some more absolutely bananas news. There's a lot of videos that go viral on a daily basis, and one of them came across my feed that I was like, what the hell's going on here? And you're not going to believe it, so make sure you watch this to the end. It's going to turn your stomach. It's going to make you go through an emotional roller coaster, but it's all right. I'll be here on the other side when you get through this, and you'll see it's maybe not as bad as you thought it was. Roll it!
Just when you thought you saw it all, check this out.
What? You ready? Yeah. Are you ready? Are you excited? Yeah. What are we gonna go do?
Go get my balls out.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Is it your decision to get your balls out? Yeah. How old are you?
Say he's gonna get his balls out.
Yeah.
He's 4.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is your decision, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I was watching this gripping the
so
steering
awesome
wheel,
for you.
white knuckles and all that.
What are we gonna go do?
Get my balls out.
Yeah, we're gonna get your balls out. It's a big day. Are you happy? Yeah. Are you sure you want to do this?
Heck yeah.
Are you excited?
Heck yeah.
Say heck yeah.
Are you a powerful kid?
Yeah.
Can you make your own decisions?
Yeah.
Yes. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait for it.
Do you want to grow your hair out?
Yeah. I'm ready, Mommy. Bye-bye, balls.
So here's the best part. His mother told him that his tonsils were called balls.
Yo, I'm sorry. Yo, that video had me so angry the whole time I watched it. And then I got to the end, and they're like, yep, I told him his tonsils were balls, just to show the liberals, the extent of craziness that they actually go through. So that's a troll video. It wasn't real. And I'm sorry I had to do that to you emotionally. But that's the reality we face here. We have all these crazy laws, and the kids are confused, and the parents are even more confused. And I call a lot of these people goblins because they don't think with a normal human thought process. It's from some other world, and they could be all these different creatures and non-binary, whatever the hell that means. Like it's just mental disorder running amok in our society, and we need to do something to curb it because these people are absolutely nuts. But big shout out to that mother right there. She trolled the hell out of the internet. It's it's what you call a rage bait video, and it worked. It worked on me, and I twisted it up and I worked it on you. But yeah, man, raise awareness. This is not normal. We don't want our kids growing up with these crazy people, and open up the institutions like I always say. Open them up. Bzz, little electroshock therapy had never hurt nobody. Probably cured a lot of people. But I'm just kidding. But anyway, so Jake Lang, he's back. He's back. He's back, and his videos are going viral everywhere. This is another thing that he did recently. He's got a lot of things up his sleeve, but this is just one of them. Let's see and check in on Jake Lang, see what he's up to. Roll it.
Show you how we got this chicken. Ooh, finger looking good. Our people been waiting for KFC to be EBT. For 400 years we've been waiting. Thank you, Barack Hussein Obama. Black man with power, speaking white woman. Kiss my shoe for Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. If you don't kiss your shoe, we putting you back in chains. Say nigga lives matter. Only if the white man bows down can we smile around him. If not, it's war. War in these streets. Thank you for kissing my shoe. Now I don't have to kill you and your whole bloodline. Thank you. I demand new chicken. My people waited 400 years for this chicken. Where's the hot sauce at?
Jake Lang is fucking nuts.
Yeah, but I need my hot sauce, doggy. Put it right in the box. That's right. Hot sauce in the box. That's right. Excuse me.
Yo, Jake, what are you doing, man? That shit is funny, man. Yo, what was the other guy that did that? He was a black guy but went in a white face. He was like Erica Kirk. I forgot the guy's name, but I find that to be hilarious, man. Yo, you could have a sense of humor and not tie like the nasty racism into the whole thing. But yo, that's funny. That's funny. All right, like if it was Chris Rock saying something, you guys would be laughing. But yo, that's crazy. So Jake Lang has a couple other things lined up. I'm hearing something that there might be a march on Mondami if he tries to show up on 9/11, right? So we have that to look forward to. Scott Lebedo is going to be out there. I just showed you the video. I'll be out there running my cameras and doing some live streams and all that stuff. So it's going to be a very interesting day, and I look forward to it because it's always something when you go out there, And the fact that Mondami and his wife, they talk crap about, the 9/11 people and I'm glad, I'm glad it happened and that whole circle is disgusting. You're like, you can't have that shit. This is supposed to be America. They're like, no way. Everybody forgot. They said they weren't going to forget, but they definitely forgot. So I don't know. You know what we didn't forget about was Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci and all the deaths that took place with all your policies and the rest of your team that was complicit with all this. We didn't forget about that. And it just so happens, pull this image up real quick. We got Dr. Fauci testifying tomorrow. He's going to be in there in Congress, and he's going to have to answer some questions. And it just so happened that Rand Paul released Fauci's diary, and this is going to be explosive because there's a lot of stuff that he was saying in his diary that contradicts what he was saying to the public. So it's like when the cameras are on, you're saying one thing, and the cameras are off, you're like, yeah, screw these weak peasants we got over here. So you've been exposed. I look forward to this hearing tomorrow. Do I think anything's going to come of this? It should. It should. It absolutely should, because all this guy does is contradict himself. I got a short clip of him lying right here. Let's roll it.
First of all, I didn't recommend locking anything down. And the record will show, Neil, that we didn't recommend shutting everything down. I recommended to the president that we shut the country down. And that was a very difficult decision. Because I knew it would have serious economic consequences.
Yeah, so they basically off a lie shut our entire economy down, destroyed everything that's here, and implemented all these policies, killed people, and what? There's no accountability whatsoever? I don't think so. Yo, let's get these Nuremberg codes, these Nuremberg trials 2.0 kicked off immediately. And hey, listen, I hate to say it, but all the doctors and nurses that participated in this on their non-disclosure agreements, hey, guess what? Sorry, but, there needs to be accountability for all the loved ones that were just destroyed over this whole thing. And speaking of things that are destroyed, let's talk about the black community, man. I see a lot of videos. All I see is craziness going on in all these cities where it's people getting jumped, there's crimes, and it's just just killing each other. When is it going to stop? I found somebody that had a couple words of wisdom. Let's roll this clip and hear what he's talking about.
Fuck was we slaves if white people scary as hell? Like, they ass can't fight. They the first ones to call the police.
They scary. You know, I am so ready for the white man to put the fear of God back in you niggas. You niggas don't even believe in God anymore. What the fuck is wrong with you niggas? What makes you think that in the last 70 years, all of a sudden you tough? You've gotten worse. You haven't gotten better. You've gotten dumber. That's the reason why you think that you have a chance. Because you're stupid.
Damn.
Since when did you have the top grade of anything? You got a few guns. How much ammunition you got? You know they make their own ammunition, right? You know they recycle their shells, right?
Facts.
You know how to do that? You niggas are blowing me. And when they put that belt to your ass, I don't want to hear, you got it, man, you got it. I swear to God, you got it. Nobody wants to hear that.
Nope. Stop acting like animals.
It's time for you niggas. It's getting real close to you niggas having a reality check.
Woo! Woo! You can cut that off. He lit a fire on that one, man. He's not playing around. But for real, like, your culture has been hijacked, right? The ignorance, the running around, the violence, the gang culture, it's pathetic at this point, right? It's been an ongoing cycle since the late 70s, the mid 70s, and we're in 2026 now. So that's a long cycle you had to see that it doesn't work and it's a failing cycle. So, I wish everybody would come together and stop all this nonsense, and the parents could stay in the kids' lives to teach them a better way and be role models, because that's what the kids need. These are just broken kids that are running around killing each other. They have no guidance, no support, and it's a shame, but we have to stop the culture of, being promiscuous and all this other garbage that they're pushing on TV and get back to God. Like I always say, we're going to come back on the other side of this break with an election security expert, my guy, John. I'll see you on the other side.
Me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic place in all the land. Hey, I'm here getting cleansed up. You know why? Because Sugar Creek Goods is a great place by Patriots, making Patriot soaps, making me smell nice. And that's what's nice. Who wants to go down the street and smell of somebody bad in New York City? Hey, by the way, what's this thing for?
250 years ago, a nation was born. Built on courage, driven by freedom, defined by patriots who stood their ground. Today, we don't just remember that legacy, we wear it. This is more than a shirt. It's a symbol of strength, freedom, and pride. I'm Steve Stern, COO of theflagshirt.com, and I invite you to celebrate 250 years of the United States with us. Wear your pride, stand for something, get your shirts today.
You know what is more disappointing than Gino Bisconte, everyone?
My sex life?
No, bad cell service. Let's make fun of Gino. Oh, wait, he's here.
Well, speaking of the opposite of his sex life, these people have towers that are huge, and they're everywhere. And while you're traveling, you can use these huge towers, patriotmobile.com/ it bends to the right, I don't have to tell you, TAFW. And then you can talk about me behind my back.
Patriotic people doing patriotic things.
Today is a good day to be free.
It's me, Joe the Box.
And I'm John the Blanket with the America First podcast.
That's what I'm talking about. The Fred Rubino podcast coming to you from the America First warehouse.
Welcome, everybody, to the James Justice Show, tearing these airwaves apart with all the craziness that goes on in the world.
Welcome to the Patriots podcast. Good evening, everyone.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the On the Right Side podcast here at the America First warehouse in Long Island, New York.
Shane Jenkins here with another episode of Liberty's Cage.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, Red, Right, and True.
We are streaming live on America First Media and Television app.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Downey Jr. podcast. Be free, stay free.
All right. Welcome back to the most patriotic venue in all the land. Joining us today is a returning guest, John Goodman, an election integrity advocate who has spent years researching election systems, voting procedures, and public confidence in our elections. He's here to discuss concerns that many Americans have raised about election transparency, chain of custody, ballot security, auditing, and what he believes can be done to strengthen trust in the electoral process. Whether you agree with his conclusions or not, today's conversation is about to ask questions, examine evidence, and encourage informed discussion. Please welcome back to the James Justice Show, John Goodman. Welcome back, John.
James, it's great to be back on your show. I'm happy to see you. We had a lot of fun the first time.
Yes, we did. So I'm going to give you the floor. Where do you want to go with this first? And what do you think is most important with this? Midterms coming up. This is a big battle we got going on.
Absolutely. It's going to be coming to a head even more so over the next couple of weeks. So just a quick background. My name is John Goodman. As you said, I'm an election integrity expert out of South Florida, and I occasionally have an opportunity to work with the Trump team on certain election-related issues, such as the one that's currently going on now. So the story is, I'm disappointed, like most Republicans, that a Republican majority Senate can't pass a basic election bill such as the SAVE Act. I get that. And that is just like mind-blowing. But the bottom line is, it's even more frustrating when I'm going to break some news to start the show. President Trump last summer had a 17-page executive order ready to go. It had everything that was in the SAVE Act and was even stronger.
Wow.
And he was talked out of releasing it because he was told that there was a bill getting ready to come down the pike called the SAVE Act. And it would pass and it would be the solution. And President Trump would not have to deal with judges and courts and challenges. And President Trump listened to that advice and did not release the 17-page executive order. And I've had a copy of it for a year. And of course, I'm not going to release it because President Trump never released it. So this is partly a bad decision, bad advice given to President Trump a year ago. And it's true that executive order would have been challenged, but it would have had a year to wind through the judicial system, where any executive order now, including the SAVE Act, would be immediately challenged by Mark Elias and the Democrat attorneys and would never wind through the judicial system and the appeals and challenges in time for the midterms anyway.
Yeah, they just clog it up and not let anything happen.
Yeah, exactly. On election day, would be sitting in the drawer of some Obama or Biden appeals judge in the Ninth Circuit.
Yep.
So when I see so many Republicans still saying that the SAVE Act is the solution when the election is 96 days away, I have a mixture of emotions. I don't want to get hardcore mean at my fellow Republicans, but it's also very mind-boggling to me. And this includes elected officials like Anna Paulina Luna and Mike Lee. And really, and I'll get to the solution and we'll back it up.
Yeah.
But really, the Republicans did not plan this correctly from the start. Number one, the filibuster should have been broken before the SAVE Act ever went public. That way, a simple majority could have passed it. There's only 53 Republican senators. So they knew going in that even if every single Republican voted for the SAVE Act, they would still need 7 Democrats to vote to make the 60.
Yeah.
And Democrats aren't voting for a bill, James, that eliminates their own cheating. So,
Nope.
So John Thune should have played hardball. Took a page, actually. I don't like Nancy Pelosi, but he should have took a hardball page out of Nancy Pelosi's book and said, I'm not bringing anything the Democrats want to the floor of the Senate until this filibuster is broken. He should have played hardball. He didn't. And so the Democrats went into that knowing that they were going to have to convince 7 Republicans to join, even if Murkowski and Collins and McConnell and Tillis all voted for it. They're still 7 votes short.
Yeah.
So we knew it was in trouble from the start, but it wasn't a very popular thing to say. I took some heat for it. The other problem with the SAVE Act is it doesn't address voting machines. I wonder what Tina Peters would think about that if she was asked.
Yeah, exactly. I got somebody I think that wants to jump on real quick and say hello.
Sure.
Yeah, first of all, John Goodman. It's Joe the Box.
What a surprise.
It's Joe the Box.
Hey.
Here I am.
There he is.
You found me. We're not going to do a commercial, James. We're going to go right through to the end of the show because I think what John Goodman is bringing to the table is so important. And John, I do know the direction you are with the executive order. We're having a difficult time getting the message out. But I noticed recently that there is a lot of I see a lot more of the election integrity results, like the New Jersey 6,600 illegals that are in there. I know that they're going to be tearing up Michigan and stuff. So he is aware of all of these things. Trump is. And, I mean, he talked about it in his speech. But, again, if the SAVE Act does not pass, which I don't believe that it will. I don't think they got the nerve to bring it in there. But we need to know the senators and the people that don't want this because we know what part of the where they stand, these communists, that they are. I'm trying to focus on a question, John, and you're in a disco room in there, and your eyes are blinking, and I'm losing my traction over here. But I love what you're doing, John.
I'm out of the disco room. I'm out of the disco room.
Oh, there you go. Is this the only option that we have? Is this the nuclear option?
Well, this is the only option because, again, the SAVE Act, if it did pass, Joe, the Box, it would immediately be challenged. It would not be adjudicated in 97 days. Any executive order that President Trump would release at this point would not be adjudicated in 97 days. But this is where it gets good, is that the whole advantage to the national security emergency is that in 1983, the Supreme Court ruled the only way to overturn a presidential national security emergency is both the House and the Senate must achieve 2/3 majority vote within 6 months of the declaration of the emergency. And the Democrats don't have close to 2/3 in both houses, not even close. So this is a no-brainer. This is an unobstructed pathway, Joe the Box, for President Trump to not only secure the midterms, but implement the election security measures straight out of the SAVE Act in that national security emergency.
That's awesome.
It's the perfect fit.
There's 2 things I have to say about that. One is,
Yeah.
and number 2 is, I'm sure that they know what we're planning. I'm sure that they know or figuring some kind of way to give us an October surprise or something like that to stop it, John.
Okay. Well, the bottom line is, as you know from my first appearance, the initial national security idea, Wayne Allen Root came to me with this idea. We discussed that on your morning show. So, and by the way, the America First Network was one of the first people that ever knew that there was, actually, I think it was the first network that knew that there was working on a national security emergency. So I'm glad that I'm back on your network now, Joe. And what happened was I worked with Wayne to make sure that it was legal, could be done with no obstruction. And what I did was I found that 1983 Supreme Court ruling after combing through the archives in Miami-Dade County Library for several months. And when I found it, I knew that we had a way. So I let Wayne know, he let President Trump know, we let Peter Tickton know, we let Jerome Corsi know. And since then, John Gordon and Patrick Byrne and other people, Steve Bannon, they're all now messaging this is the only thing left. So, you know, it started out basically with Wayne Allen Root, myself, and Steve Stern.
Steve Stern, my brother,
Yes,
from down there in
Steve
Florida,
Stern
South
put me
Florida.
in touch with Wayne Allen Root to begin with. And, you know, that was in early April. And it was very unpopular to say anything negative about the SAVE Act. And to a certain extent, it still is now.
Right. But they're embarrassing, James. Aren't they embarrassing to you?
Yeah. They're absolutely. It's disgusting. Like you can't even call yourself a patriot, an American. They just blindly turn their back on everybody, and you know, I don't get it. I really don't get
He calls them dummy-crats, and I kind of think they are dummy-crats. And I'm really excited about this, John Goodman. Now, election integrity, you had originally, when you first came on the scene, you had found something in the Declaration of Independence that nobody saw.
That's
Is
right.
that true? Do you
Yeah.
James?
Yep.
Yeah, I did. And it was actually in the Constitution, the U.S. Constitution, but the Constitution from the original, I mean, the prints like this, I was reading the original again on microfilm, on like a faded black parchment paper. It's tough to read. But anyway, the states say that they control everything to do with elections, right? And they say that because in Article 4, Section 1, it does say states control time, place, and manner of elections. That's a quote. Time, place, and manner.
Yep.
Well, number one, what does manner mean? Well, another Supreme Court in 1995 ruled that manner means procedural, such as dates of election day. Dates of early voting, hours of the voting station, procedural.
Yeah.
But it said that the states cannot do anything that degrades the integrity of the election, favors or disfavors a certain class of candidates. That also is in the possession of the Trump team. So the bottom line is, to put it in layman's terms, the states do control the elections until they abuse it. And then they don't control it anymore. That was the ruling in 1995.
I do think that the states control, James. I don't know really the rules on, but they can't control a federal election.
No.
No, and the other thing that they did that they couldn't control is absentee ballot. Remember absentee ballot used as recently as 2018, where the only people that could vote through the mail were overseas military,
Yep.
travel, disabled, elderly. That was it.
Yeah.
Everyone else had to do either early voting or, live voting.
Then COVID came along and changed all that.
It did. COVID changed it, but here's the key. COVID changed it to where in 2020, most everyone voted by mail. Why didn't Joe Biden switch it back to absentee ballot, which we've used since the start of the Revolutionary War in 1775?
Because they
Why
needed
didn't he
that
switch it
fraud.
back?
They needed that fraud to push forward.
Well, that's exactly right, because if he had gone back to absentee ballot,
You lost a lot of voters.
Tens of millions of illegal aliens would not be able to vote.
Yep.
So he just left it wide open. Only 13 states actually went back to absentee ballot, where you have to show that, proof that, you are in a nursing home and that you do have a prosthetic leg and can't go to the voting station. 13 states after COVID did go back, but 37 states, it's wide open, and it still is wide open, and it will be wide open again in November if the national security emergency is not declared by the president. But I'm looking at Steve Bannon on his War Room and an interview he just gave. We've got some pictures I know we can show too. Your colleague and friend Bannon, Joe, he just gave a very rare sit-down interview to a journalist who's well known, an international journalist from Australia. And the title of the story is President Trump will declare a national security emergency on elections.
Oh, yeah. Pull up that image. We have an image we can pull up for that.
Yeah, the one with Bannon. Yeah. And this was just from Friday. So this is not some old clip. The one with says Bannon right there on the picture.
Yeah.
You know, Bannon is on the front line. There's no doubt about it.
Well, okay. And then there's also one with Peter Tickton. Picture I sent you with Peter Tickton.
Yeah, that
he
one
did with
says,
Newsweek.
who is Peter, I think? Says.
Peter is President Trump's personal attorney and part of his election team.
You guys got that upstairs to put it on the screen?
All right.
Yeah, I sent them all in to your text, James.
Yeah.
So,
It's all right. I'm not going to fire
that's
anybody
okay.
today.
But anyway, it's okay. The bottom line is we've got a lot of people on board, and President Trump is now realizing that time is running out on the SAVE Act because he's in a tough spot. He supports the SAVE Act. I'm not going to put words in our president's mouth. President Trump supports the SAVE Act. But if he doesn't take action and the Democrats are able to steal another election, we will have actual communists running Capitol Hill.
Yep. Yep, and that'll be over for America because they're not ever gonna give up their control. And they have their surveillance, they have their AI technologies, they have their drones in place, the street cameras and the flock cameras. Dude, we do not want to give this type of power back to the Democrats.
I never realized the transparency when Trump talked about it, that he was actually bringing it. And, you know, maybe it's not the level of complete open your eyes and stuff, but he's really making things come out. And when you talked about Steve Bannon just a couple minutes ago, Steve Bannon has this reporter with him, Natalie Winters. And Natalie Winters came out with a list of all of the left-wing media hacks from New York Times and from all of these left-wing hacks that are getting paid big stipend from the Chinese government. I mean, that's information enough for me to declare it a national emergency. And she named names.
That's right. I did hear about that. I don't know the names, but I did hear about that. And you're absolutely right, Joe the Box. Someone explained to me why a Republican or a Democrat would object to voter ID and having to be a citizen to vote, especially when you know in the Constitution, it's very clear, Article 15 says American citizens must be afforded the right to vote, but it doesn't give the green light to illegals to vote. So, you know, it's like, I'll give an example very quickly. If you're a student in college and your professor says, I've got a new policy to clamp down on cheating. I think there's a lot of cheating in this class. And out of the 30 students, 4 of them start screaming and yelling and throwing desks. Those are the 4 that are cheating.
Yep.
Otherwise, why would you be getting upset that the professor is tightening up the regulations on cheating? If you don't cheat, you should be happy. That's what
You just tell the professor you're a Democrat, socialist, communist, and he'll pass you.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. So that's my analogy. I think that explains it pretty clear. There's no reason why any elected politician would be against proving that you're an American citizen and showing ID unless you support rigging and cheating in elections. There is no other reason.
Yeah, because they know at the end of the day, the American people really don't support them, and they need all the outside influence help they can get in order for them to keep their seats. And, you know, the American people are done with this crap, and we want to see real change. We want real Americans to hold these seats and the best interest of our country being put first.
John, so the SAVE Act is in the hands of the Senate right now?
Yeah, it just passed the House, right?
You know what? I don't think it's in the hands of anyone right now. To be
It's in
the
limbo.
bottom line is, as you know, Mike Lee. I don't know if this is new. Mike Lee pleaded with all 53 Senate Republicans to stay and not go on recess so they could try to figure something out with the SAVE Act. And out of 53 Republican senators, this is how many said they would stay and not go on recess.
Oh, my God.
What's that?
Five. So even Trump supporters, it's not just rhinos, even Trump MAGA, real MAGA, they know the SAVE Act is not going anywhere. And as I said, Mark Elias is standing right outside the steps of the Ninth Circuit. If it ever passed on a miracle, there'd be an appeal the next day. And 97 days, there's no way it would be adjudicated, not to mention implementation and enforcement. It's dead. And I know that's not popular to say, but I'm thinking of the country, not my followers dropping me on social media.
Yeah. You got to give the raw truth sometimes, and it hurts, but you got to hear it.
And I think your fans are hearing for the first time that President Trump had that executive order last year that was very comprehensive. It was the supernova of the SAVE Act. And he never released it. So now we're up against the clock. But the national security emergency takes effect the moment he signs it. And the word is it'll be around the end of August, which will still leave him several months to implement it and to enforce it. And remember, this isn't an EO. There's a big difference between an EO that's challengeable and a national security emergency that can only be overturned with 2/3 majority in both chambers. So the states that don't want to cooperate are going to be much more compelled to cooperate here. And I think you will see our DOJ for the first time. It sounds strong, but our DOJ hasn't exactly been holding many people accountable.
No.
Right, I heard they got their balls cut off.
Yeah. Something like that. What was it, their tonsils?
You know,
You will see the DOJ in a much hawkish form after he signs the national security emergency, because who is the biggest loser if the Democrats are able to steal another election? The country, of course, but Donald J. Trump.
Yeah.
He will be impeached. He will be in more phony trials. They will try to get enough votes to throw him and JD out of office. Donald Trump is not going to allow this election to be stolen. I can tell you, your fans, with all the confidence in the world, Donald Trump will not be derailed and let the 2020 midterms be stolen. I'm on record, and I'm doubling down. He will not allow it.
You're on record, all right, John Goodman. I didn't mean to hijack James Justice's
No, it's
show.
all right, man. You're always
but we
welcome.
still got 4.5 minutes left. I believe that Trump is playing big-time chess. And, James, I don't know if you had a chance to watch the Correspondents' Dinner, the hour-and-a-half speech. Do you think he was trolling? Do you think he was setting up? Do you think he was preparing? Or how do you think he handled that night?
So I didn't watch the whole speech in its entirety. I caught a couple clips of it. But I know that when Trump gets in front of the powerful swamp, the oh-so-powerful swamp in D.C., that he always puts a couple people over his leg and spanks asses because, you know, he has no tolerance for any of these clowns out there. And for all the heat that this guy takes all year round with all these made-up stories and fabrications and just complete utter nonsense that these low IQ idiots they take in and feel powerful, regurgitating it out to their people. It's always good to see him come in the room and be the complete lion that he always is when he walks in.
John, did you see it that night?
I did, and I'm glad you brought that up. Look, we talked about who yells and screams in a classroom when they tighten up cheating. The cheaters. CBS, NBC, ABC, CNN, MS, whatever they are now, then. Nobody covered it. They censored the President of the United States in a primetime address because it leaked that he was showing real, undeniable, conclusive proof of a 2020 fraudulent election, which he did. And you can look at the documents right now at whitehouse.gov.
Yep.
So what did the Democrats do? They said, we can't let our constituents see that it really was a stolen election. It's unheard of. They blacked out and did not televise a primetime presidential address.
Yeah.
Is that a disgrace? Does that tell you? That's like in poker. That's the tell.
Yep.
You knew right then, oh, we can't let our Democrats see this proof. So they just blacked him out.
They should all have their
How
licenses stripped. Every single company that blacked them out should have their licenses stripped. They should no longer be able to participate in American journalism. They can kick rocks and go work for a plumbing company or something.
Pretty sad, but I think that Trump made him listen to himself for about 2 hours. I think it was one of the longer speeches. I couldn't wait. We went through the awards that they got, and they give this award to Dylan McDermott looking girl there from CNN. He destroyed her. But he said, I sat here, you don't deserve these awards. These awards, you didn't even tell the truth. His words were so good. And I seen him. You saw half the crowd. They were like so upset. But most of them were like, this guy is great.
That's right.
Yeah.
I got one more thing for you.
Go ahead, Johnny. We got a minute and 10.
Okay. Donald Trump, for the first time, dropped a hint in Marietta, Georgia, this past Thursday, that he was running out of patience with the Senate and the SAVE Act, and that he was going to end up taking shit on his own. And I'm going to play you, I sent the clip, but I'm going to play you the audio, and I want you to listen to this.
Hey, guys,
very
do we have
closely.
the clip? Do we have the Trump clip?
Can we hook him up with a Trump clip or
John
something for John Goodman?
31 seconds.
We can go over for a couple seconds if we have to.
Yep. We have it. I think we have it. Do we
I
have
sent it to James text. It's 31
He's
seconds.
got it.
Listen to this now. Listen close, everyone.
They passed it 3 times. They're going to pass it again. It's like the Senate is a place that you send things when you want them to die. We can't do this. We're not going to take this any longer. We're not going to take it. You know, I'm trying to be nice, trying to be really nice. You saw we had a big victory last night in Arizona. I've had victories everywhere. But we're not going to be able to take it much longer.
Yeah.
And that tells you right there, he's not going to be able to take it much longer. He's not going to be able to wait on the SAVE Act shenanigans. He's going to have to enact the national security emergency.
Exactly.
And everyone that knows what's going on said that's exactly what he was meaning.
God bless you, John Goodman. You broke the news here first at the America First Media and Television. We are honored to have you, the biggest story breaker, right next to you, James.
That's it,
Great
man.
job. Sign
That's
us
it.
out.
Well, John, once again, thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate you. To everybody out there, make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Shout out to Joe the Box for coming on the show. We love you guys. I will see you on the next one.